song, he's a first-year graduate student in the college student personnel program. And an interesting fact about Sam, his ultimate career goal, he wants to be that trophy husband. So give it up for Sam.
So before the show tonight, I plucked my unibrow hairs. I've been listening to a lot of Miley Cyrus lately. I was thinking about growing out a rat tail. This sounds fun. I don't need to do punchlines. I can just do the beginning as a joke so you guys laugh, right? Can I do that for 10 minutes? Would that be okay? When I was in 4th grade, I really wanted to be a grizzly bear when I grew up. Oh, I can do this for 10 minutes. No, I will do something for you. I'm mildly blinded by the spotlight. However, my entire set was stolen by Dustin. Believe it or not, I had those exact same jokes. I know, it freaked me out too. Tonight I want to do something a little bit different than what I've done in the past, what I've ever done in comedy. I've loved this whole competition. I've been having a great time. It's been a lot of fun. I love seeing the other comedians and everything. It's been a blast. Something I've always wanted to do in stand-up comedy was be that guy with the acoustic guitar who just strums along while he tells his jokes. He's not singing, he's just talking. But it melts. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen that guy? And I love it. So tonight, I brought my guitar. You guys bring it up? You want to hear some acoustic guitar? Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't have a guitar. What? I do have a ukulele though, so we're going to bring out the ukulele. Actually, that's one of my two. This guy likes it. What I do want to do, and what I'd like you to do for me, I don't have any talent with strings whatsoever. So, what I need you to do is imagine, as we go through this journey together, that I am playing acoustic guitar as I perform right now. I'm strumming along, and it's beautiful. The melody just sings to my jokes. And it's making for a really comprehensive comedy experience. Can you guys do that? Sure. Yeah? Okay. Well, I really appreciate it. I'll help you along the way with a little strum, strum, strum. And we'll go from there. I just really think it'll make for a better experience for everyone involved. So we'll go from there. We'll start now. So introduce me again, Chris. I'm just kidding. He doesn't even know my last name. So. I want to tell a little story. I want to talk about my life. And I want to start at the very beginning. In 1987, July 21st, when I was born. C-section. I was really upset that day. Strum, 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 strum. You guys ever vibing with me? You're vibing? Okay, strum. I was really upset that day because it was my first birthday. My parents couldn't even opt into courtside seats or box seats. I got C-section. Alright, you get it? That was a child. That's right. And then it's like strum, 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 strum. And you're feeling it, like the way I'm delivering? Okay. Moving on, I lived in Chicago for a few years when I was first born, my first few years of my life. I had an amazing best friend, an imaginary friend who was amazing. His name was Scott. I loved him to death. I didn't find out until just a couple of years ago, some 20 years later, that Scott wasn't imaginary at all. He was in fact a real boy who lived on my street. Strum, strum. Which was amazing to me when my sister told me this, but when she went on to say, but Sammy, you just imagined you were friends. I was a little bit heartbroken. And then I started thinking about it. I wallowed. I wallowed on it for a while because I realized, like, I remember distinct moments where Scott and I would play. We'd play tag, we'd play in the jungle gym. And I was just watching him play with his friends and imagining we were It doesn't get any better. I mean, we've got 22 years of this, so get ready. We moved to Michigan City, which is located in Indiana, not Michigan, which is what you would probably assume. The reason it's called Michigan City is because Michigan can't keep its greedy hand off of anything. It's true. Think about the Upper Peninsula, Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Rightfully, that belongs to Upper Wisconsin, not Upper Michigan. But Michigan reached up there, snatched it away, never gave it back, and Upper Wisconsin didn't put up a fight because they were too busy watching hockey and pretending to be part of Canada. In Michigan City, I spent a ton of time at the lake, Lake Michigan, believe it or not. At the lake, I spent a lot of time swimming, which meant I spent a lot of time peeing in the lake. It's important that you note that I just said peeing in the lake and not peeing into the lake, because those are two completely different things. I've tried them both, and you can only get away with one. I loved being, strum, 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 strum. It's still coming. We're still vibing. You hearing the acoustic guitar?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. So, I'm getting lower now, and a little bit slower tempo. I loved peeing into the lake because it was one of my first forays into public urination. Something I still do on a very frequent basis whenever someone makes me giggle very strongly. I lived in Michigan City for a long time, and a few years later, when I was in 4th grade, I decided that I wanted to be a grizzly bear when I grew up. Which is actually true. That's really scary, but it's true. And I was a very pragmatic 4th grader. I decided grizzly bear over one of the cooler options, like polar bear, for example. Oh my god, that was a horrible plan. Moving on, I decided on grizzly bear because I felt it'd be an easier transition. As a pragmatic 4th grader, I decided that changing species when I grew up would be difficult, but I might as well stick with brown hair. I'm not making any of this up, it's really scary. After moving on from grizzly bear, I decided that when I grew up, I wanted to have a really big scar through my right eye. We're recording this for my family, and they'll tell you it's true. I didn't have those normal aspirations of a 4th grader, strum, 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 because I think that the fact that I was already convinced I was Batman kind of took away any of those other goals one could have, like being an astronaut or a space cowboy.